Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the show. Welcome to our Thursday show. I don't have a list. I've been doing other things, making nice spearmint tea for myself.
Right, she didn't even ask me.
He doesn't usually drink my herbal teas, but there was plenty of hot water.
Right, I have to make my own tea.
I should have made it for him.
Because who makes it for you?
I am shamed. I am shamed.
This is not bickering, this is shaming. The shaming zone is now open.
Oh my
Who needs
goodness. So I hope everybody else is doing okay. It's just freaking cold here, and all I can say is best Christmas present to ourselves ever, flannel sheets. Flannel sheets.
I worship at the bed.
We just, I got them 50% off, which was awesome. But not only that, it just takes the cold away upstairs, doesn't it, Mr. O?
It does. We were in the 20s, so V, if you're that cold, I can understand. If you're not that cold,
I have to tell you, it's finally winter here, so we are feeling it, but there's always been a little bit more of a chill upstairs anyway.
Right.
And the sheets we had were more like summery sheets, so you would go lay in them and it would make your body feel cool right from the minute you get in them, and it's already cold up there. So something had to change. Something definitely had to change.
I told her that.
Oh, I saw that, Violet. You know what? I'm not that concerned because oftentimes it's going to be sometime during tonight. Probably they're going to fix that, or by morning. It's just the way it is. Don't lose sleep over it. Don't lose sleep over it.
And Shadow is gone already. She slinks away.
Oh, it's going to be
her.
low. I bet it is, Libra. You guys are going to get hit with some storms. We are going to miss out on most of the thing that's coming to the East Coast on Saturday. We might get an inch or less here. And next week, it's a little debatable whether we're going to get hit with snow or mostly rain. Because I think it's Tuesday. Our temperature is going to go back up to 41. And then it's going to go down to 38 on Wednesday. So it's going to be a rain-snow mix and then snow on Wednesday. It's crazy. The weather's just been crazy around here. I don't recognize it. Any announcements? Do you want to talk about Unhappy Hour, Mr. O?
Yes, if you're still needing a little bit of therapy to get you through this fourth quarter, tune in to our happy hour. We presented it yesterday, and it is like
it could send you into therapy, too.
It could send you there. That's right, Banshee. But no, the unhappy hour is our reading where we flip the cards and we try to determine what's bumming you and what you can do to kind of turn that frown upside down. We do it for the quarterly signs of the zodiac, and then we do a global what's wrong with the world, what's hurting the world, where we kind of look at world issues and put them under the focus of our tarot.
Well, I think I got everybody on the list, I think. So we'll see how it goes.
Right.
And I'll be watching Violet's list, of course.
So let's begin.
Let's begin. I'm looking for which oracle deck I want to use. Probably starting Sunday or next Thursday, I'll be bringing out my Seasons of the Witch in bulk edition so that we can get into that spirit of the coming of Imbolc February, when light will be even more returning. Oh my gosh, it's been so dark and gloomy here today, but guess what? Mr. Sun came out. Not this sun, the sun. For the first time in a while. Oh my gosh, it was wonderful. All right, so Earthly Souls and Spirit Moon Oracle I'm using today. I also have the The Crow Oracle by M.J. Cullinan, and the Oracle of Portals, if anybody wants an oracle. I've changed up a few of my tarot decks. The Yule deck is gone. The Yule Lenormand is gone. We'll be using Ciro's Lustrous Lenormand today. I've got a real wackadoodle deck called the Lorenzi Tarot that I'm going to be using for the first time, and it's very strange. I don't know if I will use it very often on the show, but it's a real odd deck. Very artistic in its own way, but certainly odd. I'm still trying to grasp it all. But I think we can use it. We're pros.
I hope you find the answer to that, Libra.
Mr. O, I am going to... Oh. You know, some of that been happening to you since you had COVID. You had COVID, right? I just wonder, because, taste things sometimes linger with some people, or maybe it waxes and wanes. I don't really understand the long COVID stuff too much to comment on that. But I just thought I'd bring that up as a possibility.
Radiant.
Radiant? Radiant, like the sun that finally came out today. Illuminated, glowing, a beacon. Be as radiant as the luminous full moon, casting a shimmering glow to all below, blanketing the earth in dancing shadows as the clouds pass around her. Be as radiant as the gleaming sun, sending her luminous rays to our planet. Both the moon and the sun are healing, rejuvenating, and magnetic. Soak in these powers, ignite your newly gained strength, recharge your energy zones, tap into your inspiration and creativity using your newly gained resources to their fullest extent. Choose to shine on your brightest frequency. Be like the sun, the moon, and the stars, illuminating darkness. And the intention here is illuminate your heart with inspiration and love. Be a beacon of light offering strength and guidance. And they have a quote here by Louise Hay that says, "Just like the bright sun, I am a radiant being. Others feel safe and warm in my presence." Be a light for your others, be a light for yourself, but shine that light for others. And, in a little bit of a way here, I see a little bit of Queen of Wands energy in this card, the illuminated light that the Queen brings, the magnetic qualities, you're just attracted to that light.
The broomstick.
The broomstick. Is there a cat, too? Oh, there's an owl in this one. Wow. You can't win them all. I like owls. It's okay with me. So that's what we have for the collective. Good luck with that. Oh, okay, Libra. I just don't know. Pretty strange stuff. A Bigfoot squishmallow. Ah.
Okay, so...
Sinuses. Okay.
I will start off...
That's you're going to have to get that checked.
For V, yeah, it sounds like you do. And V has asked the question, how will the rest of January play out for me?
Okay. Well, hey, don't you dare touch my screen. Sonny wants to say hi, though. He wants to say hi to everybody. I am sure that's why he was reaching out his paw to my screen.
Totally makes sense.
I smell the refreshing scent of spearmint tea in the air. Ah.
All right. So there is judgment upright. And there is death upright.
Wow, Major Arcana City.
And then the upright Queen of Pentacles, breaking the Major Arcana trend.
But all upright cards.
All upright.
Which is nice to see, because,
And yours?
whoa, yeah, let's do that.
And the Anchor.
This is the extended version, so there's other stuff. The dice.
With the dice.
So, wow, interesting stuff, E. It's really cool to have Judgment upright and Death upright together, because it just seems like the rest of this month could be very transformative for you, depending, of course, on what you choose to do here. Are you willing to accept change, or to maybe, even if you're not, I hate to say it, but maybe some changes are coming. But they're positive. They should all be good. This should be something that really could re-inspire you, or, make you transition in some way into a new you, Don't know if you're planning a makeover for January, but hey, that's a good energy for that. And I would say here, that's the Queen of Pentacles, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. That is all about, taking care of others or taking care of yourself. It's a real prosperous vibe, too. So if you're looking for changes, in workplace or job environment in particular, I think this is really kind of positive.
These are kind of knock the socks off cards, but they don't give us actual details. They just sort of say things are really omenistic,
I know.
Like this is just saying like some great review of yourself sort of leads to an epiphany or to a decision that you hadn't thought about. But that's also death too, in a way, the idea of some really great change that just sort of comes to you. And of course the Queen of Pentacles is always welcome, because it means you're able to use your talents one way or the other, whether you're using them for other people or yourself. So like I said, there's nothing that throws us real specific, other than the fact that maybe you could be ready for some spiritual revelation or some occult or esoteric revelation.
Well, maybe. With the Queen of Pentacles, I think it could be more material, but I think that it could also indicate it's something about you, V. You making some major changes. Whether it's in your appearance, whether it's in your lifestyle, whether it's in, health matters, a healthier lifestyle. All of that could be indicated by the Queen of Pentacles, as well as wealth and business and career.
In the gym every day since New Year's. Go. Hey, I wish I could do
Jim.
that.
Do you know I did 50 minutes at home of chair yoga yesterday, and I did 45 minutes at the gym with a trainer today. And we've got training tomorrow, but later than normal.
And I was at the gym yesterday doing stuff, so
yeah, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
And that's what seems to have come up here. And when I look at the Lenormand, I think it is saying anchor yourself in this energy, This is good for you. In other words, will make you feel more secure and better. I think it's a lucky change for you. As a matter of fact, something may it's like what Mr. O said, this change could come out of the blue. Like maybe you find a new salon or a spa or a trainer, whatever the case may be. Something new you see online. And whatever it is, because that's the dice here too. The dice almost indicates to me that this could be a random kind of occurrence.
Random chance,
a roll of the dice. Maybe you take a chance on making a particular change, and I think it's where you need to park yourself. It'll be good for you.
This is anchoring to you. Like if you're making changes in habits, like the spa or whatever, the gym, you're going to stick with it. You're not going to just do it for January and part of February and then say, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to go to the gym anymore. Maybe you'll tone it down. You won't go every day, but your habits have a good chance of really getting ingrained, and that's all going to fuel the clarity of the mind, awaiting revelation, the physical changes of being ready for change, and the Queen of Pentacles. So it's very nice, V.
Awesome.
Have a great rest of January.
Good luck with that. Hey, you don't need it. You got the dice there. You've got all positive cards. Very nice start today. All right.
And I know that's right too, because if you can't love yourself, then you can't really love anyone else.
That's right. And, Queen of Pentacles is all in on that. So, by all means, share love with others, but love yourself.
All right. And we are on Libra.
We are. Hi, Libra.
Hi, Libra. Why do I keep seeing 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3. Well, that's been talked about a lot lately, too. So, if you're online a lot, you're probably seeing it a lot there for sure, too. But if you're seeing it other places, yeah. Guess it has something to do with it being January 23. What's 24 now? 1, 2, 4. How do we...
Maybe it means January 23rd. What day of the month is that?
I don't know. But everybody's been talking about it. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, boy. Hello, boy.
On license plates. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, that's not as common.
Not if you're seeing it all the time. Good grief.
I know that some number sequences, 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing, they figure into either, little bits of folklore or common rhymes that have a certain meaning. Even 4, 5, 6 pickup sticks.
Well, then January 23rd is a Tuesday, so 1, 2, 3 there, yeah. Well, I don't know, but let's see what the cards say about that. Oh, Sonny. You devoured almost all the food again, you little greedy thing. Well, who knows, Libra, but you got the Fool upright. Hi, getting the Major Arcana here. The Sun is reversed, but that is not a big deal. And it's Major Arcana Palooza. And it's the Hanged Man.
Look at that. And he's upright too. So then over in Lenormand, the Sith shows up. And the clouds. And it would seem like the light side of the clouds is facing towards the Sith. The Sith does seem to be, well, I don't know if you interpret it going that way. I guess so. So.
Well, ironically, 10 is a 1. The Sun translates to 2, doesn't it?
Okay.
And the Hanged Man
is 3.
Is 3.
So we got your 1, 2, 3 Libra.
Sorry to make you crazy, Libra, but there it is again in this reading, some of them. So I thought that's kind of interesting.
Oh, look at that. Violet's getting it too. Very cool. So
it's interesting. I think, Libra, that maybe this is heralding a time for you to take a chance or a risk on something. Maybe this is fortuitous or lucky that you are seeing this number combination at this time. Hey, maybe on January 23rd, why not play one lottery number? What would it hurt, right? Just one. Don't get carried away like some people. But at any rate, so the Fool is there, and so I think a new adventure, taking a risk, doing something maybe out of the ordinary might be called for here. It'll bring you some joy or maybe some illumination. I mean, I don't think it's super bells and whistles joy. The Sun is reversed, but it still indicates, something bright about this possible adventure or risk that you could take. And the Hanged Man says, don't be afraid to explore new thoughts, new thinking, new ideas, new adventures, new opportunities. I think here, the Hanged Man is saying to broaden your horizons at this time. Usually he's a sit back and thinking kind of card, but when I look at it with the Fool here, I'm kind of thinking that.
It feels like there's an opportunity coming to you, or maybe even knowledge. The sun can kind of be, some message or some book. You open it and all of a sudden you find you're reading something that really tackles the situation you've been grappling with. So I feel like this is saying 1, 2, 3 is about this opportunity that may show up and give you a sense of something else you should be trying to do that maybe seems like it negates something at the expense of something else, but it may be the opposite. It actually magnifies everything and brings something into more clarity for you. It's just mostly like a revelation. I don't think like this is a deep thing, but I could be wrong. I would be happily wrong if all of a sudden you intuit $1 million lottery winner. But
well, you could be right that it's internal with the Hanged Man and the Sun.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about it that way. I just thought with the Fool.
I'm not disallowing for what you're saying
No,
either.
I think it could be either, Libra. This could be some internal epiphany going on.
But is it about what's going on here that maybe there's a chance to cut away things that are blocking the light?
So the thing is, too, when he brings up the internal, the illumination, I feel here, too, that with the clouds and the scythe is cutting through confusion and bringing you more clarity of thought. And so, because the clouds are all about making things confusing. But with the scythe there, you're cutting through that now. And
when you cut through the scythe, you get the sun.
Okay.
Bam!
Sounds right to me. It does. And so I do think I kind of lean his way, but I'm not going to rule out that it could be some other kind of chance or risk. And maybe this illumination that you receive is going to spur you into taking that chance or risk,
Would it be nice if you could just take a little trip somewhere in this winter and get somewhere where there's a little bit of sun, too? I know, that's a dream. It's a dream I always have. I never get anywhere, but...
Oh, you never want to, though.
You're welcome.
I'm not a traveler.
I'm not, but, sometimes I think, going somewhere where it's sunny when it's this cold and gloomy would be nice.
Ah, it's so gloomy. It really is.
You're welcome, Libra. Good luck.
Good luck with that. And good luck with your diagnosis. At least you have the
Yes.
MRI results, and that's something now that they just need to explore and get to the bottom of, which is good.
You just got to stick with it because no one else will usually.
All right. Acel is up, and Acel had an interesting question.
Okay. What are the energies like in the relationship my sister Adana has with Azamat? Okay, so it's sort of a relationship question. I'm going to use my Final Rose Tarot. I use this occasionally on the Emotional Exchanges, my Friday morning show, which I'm plugging right now. Watch it tomorrow at 7 a.m. for relationship questions for the elemental signs of the zodiac. Thank you. But I'm going to use the Final Rose for Acel's question. I also use a deck called the Modern Love Tarot. That works out pretty nice too.
I'm going to use my very wacky deck next.
I give a little affirmation too with the Universal Love Oracle set. Fridays at 7 a.m. All right, so what are the energies like in the relationship that Adana has with Azamat? Card 1. Ooh. It's Death, Major Arcana 13. In the Final Rose, it's called the End because it does signify a change. The Final Rose Tarot is more or less about a game show of bachelors and dating, so I like to use it for relationship questions, but the end is only the beginning. And so although in that mythos of the Final Rose it sounds like somebody is sent packing to go away, the change could be saying that there's something necessary for the relationship, or the relationship has a change energy going about it.
Depending on the rest of the cards we draw, it basically could just mean there's something. Maybe a stage in the relationship is coming to an end and moving into a different stage.
And when I see what Estelle said there, then I
Well,
think you're right.
I think I'm right. I didn't even see that.
Okay, so the next card is the Star, and it's the reverse star. It's called the Cocktail Party here. And then the next card is called the Ace of Mirrors, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and it's fresh meat.
And it's upright is what
It's
he's
upright.
saying, I hope.
Yes.
Okay. Because, the star's a little bit of pessimistic stuff, but let's talk about this. I don't see, just because his cards say that's the ending, and again, it looks like it's exactly what I said.
Right,
Let's
and I
take a
wasn't
look.
trying to say that this was the end. I was just explaining the concept of the deck
Overly.
and its mythos.
Overly. Wow.
Stork
This is so interesting, Estelle.
and
Now,
the Rider.
You can tell us, you just told us what's going on there, and it's literally coming out in the cards. So let's take a look at this as we can. I would say that things are mostly good. Maybe there are times that each partner, Azamat, and maybe your sister, even to some extent, may have their doubts sometimes about, about things, just where things are going. Do we really love each other? Is it going to work out? That's that star card reversed, I think, here. It's okay to have doubts. It's all right. I feel here, maybe too, with this change, this proposal that has been made, this is going to instill, a major change in this relationship. And I do feel with the Ace of Pentacles here, oh my goodness, it seems like it's the beginning of growth, more growth potential. It could be, and I can't help but say here, Asal, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Stork in a reading, that there can't be, that there will probably be a pregnancy in the future. Obviously, I would think once they're married, but
Well,
I clearly see family here.
I mean, depending on how, family customs and things are, I almost felt like maybe they know something that the rest of us don't know, like maybe, your sister is expecting or something, but maybe this does in fact mean it will happen soon. And I did feel that also from the Ace of Pentacles, but I also feel too, Asel, that this says their foundation is real. There's a good foundation here, even if they do have some doubts or
Yes.
possible misgivings.
Totally
And
agree.
maybe that's more in your sister, because you're indicating that your sister wanted to wait for the engagement to be announced, I guess, in the summer. But it wasn't. The engagement has already happened. So I think it's really is good. I mean, despite everything else, I think.
Oh, it's really
the
good.
The energies, as you ask, are top notch.
The energies are really good. The star is like a footnote here, having the star reversed. Everybody has doubts or worries about their future.
Sure.
So that's a given. But I want to clear some up about the stork here. The only reason I said family is because storks are about birth and new beginnings. They're not so much about family. But the Ace of Pentacles here is about could potentially starting a family. And so, or giving birth. So I do feel like, that's part of this is they're going to have a family together. I feel that also this is heralding news of this change. I guess the news of the engagement's going to get out, if it hasn't already, to everybody, because the writer is about that. Or let's just say the writer is also about movement, right? So it could be that they are moving towards this new beginning, and it will be good. It will be very fruitful. I like the looks of all of this. I think it'll work out great.
Maybe your future brother-in-law knows a single guy.
Maybe. Wow. Well, nice. Good luck
Good
for
luck
your
to your
sister.
sister,
Wishing
yes.
your sister the best. It sounds awesome.
All right. You're welcome.
You are welcome. All right, who's up?
Let's see.
Is it Scorpio?
Scorpio. My question is, I'm having issues with migraines and seeing a neurologist, and he's prescribed different medications, and I'm a bit nervous as he's adding beta blockers also. Will this be successful? And beta blockers do restriction things, right? They do restrictions.
It has things to do with blood flow, I think. Maybe? So let's take a look at this. I've got a wacky deck here, but we will still read it like the normal tarot. It's a very normal deck otherwise. The images are a little bit obtuse on this deck. Called the Lorenzi Tarot. I just thought I'd bring it out because I haven't used it since I bought it last year. In the fall, I think, one of our trips to Earth Lore, I believe I got this one.
And we need to go again.
We do need to go again.
We have bonus points.
Yeah, bonus points. Well, that'll be exciting when we do go. All right. I'm sorry about you going through those migraines.
No, I get that.
There may be some rationale for it. You could try to look up online beta blockers and migraines and see what kind of information you get on that. That might be some type of therapy they think helps alleviate some of that pain. I'm not, I've never had a problem with migraines. I've had some bad headaches in my day, but I've never had migraine issues. Sometimes we like to call our headaches migraines because they're so bad, but they really aren't. Migraines are a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I know a number of people who have migraines, and it's a total range. Some people are very crippled by it, but almost everybody feels something significant.
All right. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. We have the Three of Swords reversed. Well, I'm kind of liking this, but, there is some thought here. We have the Hierophant reversed. So that's making me think here. But go on. I want to see what you have. Absolutely.
The Tower.
Yeah.
And the House. And I kind of like the vibe I'm getting from that.
I'm kind of liking the vibe all the way around with this. But it wouldn't hurt for you, Scorpio, too. I'm just going to start with the Hierophant reversed here for a minute and say, you're entitled to get a second opinion, I'm sure, right? So if you can, maybe, and if you don't feel comfortable with this, maybe you should get a second opinion. But the other thing about this card that I think is important, maybe there are things that you can consider if you haven't already in alternative medicines, herbal treatments or remedies from the health store, different vitamins that might help you as well, that you might want to consider here. Because sometimes the Hierophant reverse speaks about alternatives, alternative therapies, alternative treatments. So that's kind of why I'm surprised. If it had come up upright, I would have said, follow your doctor completely, This is not bad, though. I will say, seeing the Nine of Pentacles reversed here indicates to me that this may provide you some help, but you may need something more than what they're doing, I have a feeling here that it may not completely solve your problem, but it may alleviate things a bit. The Nine of Pentacles in its best form is like, when it's upright, is people have everything they want. They're comfortable, they're happy, they're secure, they're stable. When it's reversed, all it's saying is you really wish you had more. So in a reading like this, I'm kind of thinking it may not solve everything, but it's a good start because the Three of Swords is here, right?
Right. I agree with what you said on the Nine of Pentacles. I think this could also illustrate the idea that you will still be searching for options. Even if this works a little bit, you'll still be investigating other things. The Three of Pentacles, Swords reversed, is about healing.
Healing.
Especially from real pain, which you're mentioning here too.
Yeah.
it usually takes the idea of pain of the heart, a broken heart. But in this context, we would say this is talking about the kind of pain that maybe you're talking about that you experience with your migraines. So that does take us to that Hierophant that Banshee already weighed in on. And I think the idea is that you should, possibly consider looking for alternatives or talking to other people. But keep in mind, our standard disclaimer, we're not medical people, so we can't really prescribe to you. We're just suggesting that, you can, of course, freely look around.
But it's always good to look things up online. I find things all the time, but of course I'm a librarian. I find things all the time with my own health issues.
Hi, Jenna.
Sometimes I find out how little they know. That's one thing, but about my health condition. But at any rate, this is really positive too in my mind here. And so, Scorpio, we are telling you to seek out alternatives, but I think here also we are telling you that your doctor's advice will not hurt you, it looks like. It looks like it could help you some. So you might want to, investigate that more. If you're really uncomfortable, then get a second opinion. But I think other alternatives, maybe different things you can do in your life that might alleviate headaches, maybe some herbal medicines could help you.
Did you already address those?
No, I'm going there right now. And the house and the tower together, the tower is like healthcare institutions, right? So it's saying make sure you're comfortable with the advice that you're given. And I do feel here, just seeing this combination indicates to me that there is some comfort and some security. You can have some comfort and security from, this doctor. I don't think he's doing anything out of the norm for you.
The tower being the idea of medical institution in general, and the house being comforting or the place you want to be.
Well, and I feel, to me, structured, organized healthcare.
I feel this is saying, what we've said there, that you should probably be able to place some confidence in that. But it doesn't say you can't look around for some other ideas, talk to other people, talk to other people, even in the healthcare field. A lot of times what I have found, and I'm not saying this is your answer, but nutritionists know a lot of stuff that doctors don't always know. Just
there may be a lack of B vitamin, Also, I don't know if you've had much done with your metabolic profile, but you might want to look at different things that might be a lacking that could affect, and make headaches stronger, etc., or might even have an effect on migraines. That's another thing to look up in the literature, medical literature, is to see, about nutrition and migraines. I'm sure since you've been dealing with this issue, you probably have done some of this already. But definitely keep an open mind, and keep an open mind with this doctor. I don't think he's that off track here with what he's doing. But ask questions. By all means, ask questions. Maybe ask why they chose that route for you, and just see if you can get a good explanation. I know doctors sometimes. That's what we have doctors for you. Good luck with that.
Well, there was a time when we did know doctors. We worked with doctors. We were nearly on a first-name basis with doctors.
Well, we worked in health medical libraries for a while. Oh, right. Hi, Jenna. Hope you are doing well.
Works in a pet shop. That's so cool.
Oh, I don't know. I'd want to take them all home with me. That would be the problem.
Well, maybe they'd each have a day of the week.
But if you're just with pet supplies, okay. But the pets there, I'd want to take them all home with me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not snakes. I'm not a fan of
I get that with the crickets and stuff, yeah. Wear the gloves.
All right.
So we are up to Lena, who has asked for a spirit reading in love for 2024. And I will use the Star Spinner Tarot for that.
Well, this may be a weird deck, but those cards are right on the money for this reading, I will say.
I thought they were. So you are welcome, Scorpio. Let us know how it goes. Absolutely.
Yep. Good luck with both you and Libra with these issues. Oh, Sunny.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be crazy about handling bugs either. But I used to have a boss a long time ago. Whenever you said something and she didn't agree with it, she'd say, "I'd rather eat bugs." And I thought, someday you may. I don't know.
Eat dirt. Eat the bugs. Sonny
Lena.
says, I'll eat them. He will not. He'll probably just play with them.
Okay, Lena, here we go. Card 1. 6 of Swords upright. Card 2. 7 of Wands upright. Card 3. Reversed 5 of Swords.
Oh.
Ooh, it was almost going so well.
And you know, I was dealing with my other deck, getting that ready for next time, and I totally forgot to do the Lenormand. So let me do that. It was looking pretty nice, but you know, I'm not going to let that 5 of Swords totally sway me in this reading.
Sure.
Because I have a feeling it has a purpose being there.
No, that's okay, Jenna. We like keeping the chat a little lively. We may not always be able to answer everything or not, but you know, we like the chat being lively, and other people will certainly talk with you.
All right.
And Lenormand gives us a bear.
This card's coming up a bit.
And also a house. Sounds like a Goldilocks story. So when I look at these cards, the Spirit Love reading for 2024 says you may be moving away from things that haven't been as fruitful or maybe even troublesome, and that could be the status of not finding a relationship or having struggles in there, towards that. You may be finding a way to move towards something that puts you in better proximity to finding relationship potentials. But you're still going to sort of be fighting a fight there with it too. It could be based on different things. It could be based on your own attitudes about how much you want to really be approachable. Because I almost get the feeling like maybe if there are situations, maybe you haven't reconciled how approachable you want to be versus how approachable you end up being. And then that leads us to the 5 of Swords, which is saying that maybe, you know, there are times where you kind of wear it on your sleeve. If you're not really feeling the flow of a good vibration, you may get a little, you know, churlish about it. You may actually feel like you just sort of have to, you know, pull the rug out and move on. So I sort of feel there's some mixed things going on here. And some of that is that it's up to you to maybe be a little bit more accessible to some degree if certain kinds of relationships are actually interesting to you.
Well, it's an interesting reading, Lena. I don't know what you're going to make of this, but I will say this about, you know, Spirit sees you in 2024 finally having the opportunity to move on from situations that just have been difficult. You know, from, you know, whether you've been feeling lonely, left out, or whether you've been struggling finding the right kind of people. It seems like things are going to get better. The conditions are going to improve for you in the romantic environment, but not without you ensuring that you don't settle for anything less than you deserve. Okay? You've got the upper ground here with the 7 of Wands, and you need to keep it. So what that's just saying to me is that you deserve something good in life. Don't settle. Don't settle for people who want to, you know, who demand things out of you, who want you to serve them, who want you to wait on them hand and foot, who want you to be, you know, who to be at their beck and call, and they don't give you the love and attention that you deserve. That's why I think this card is here. And I've been thinking about it a lot when I saw that 7 of Wands. And so it's saying, don't don't settle and sell yourself short, because you could end up in a really bad situation. Hold out for what's good, because I believe you're moving that way. And I feel here again, when you look at the house with this very strong, empowered bear here, this female feminine energy, this strong feminine energy, it is saying you have your own comfort zones and your own security and your own ideas of what's right for you. Don't let anybody else, make you sell yourself short. Hold out for what will make you feel the best. Hold out for the person you will feel the most comfortable with.
I like what Banshee said here, because I think I can kind of run with it a little bit in a way, because what I said here about, Lena, maybe having to move towards a situation where you have to kind of change parts of yourself being more accessible. It's really more about being comfortable in your skin, the comfort of home, and realizing that your power, your personal power, is really what makes you you. And so don't back down from that. You can still learn to be more accessible while holding your line in the sand, saying, this is what I'm looking for in a relationship. I am not looking for this. Hold to your ground.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Jenna. That's okay. We could still do the reading and you could look at it later if you want. Okay. We will take you off the list. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in.
Bye
Good
now.
to see ya.
And so that was Lena's.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that's what we had for you, Lena. I do think things are going to move in a better direction. But, I think we've done some love readings for you for 2024 already that indicated that, not everybody you meet is going to be right for you. And that's what I think these cards are pointing out here. Make sure you don't settle for somebody who's going to be nothing but trouble. Because there is better for you out there. So good luck with that. And Ladybug Love is up, I think. Yep. And the question is the man I'm dating now going to be long term? Okay. All right, Sonny. I need to shuffle. Stay there. Here, play with the wand. Play with the wand. Even if it distracts you for a minute.
And we're getting close to our second hour. It's a slower Thursday night, so if you know anybody that needs a reading, you might want to tell them to come over here. Nah, we're good.
Are you encouraging?
Nah, we're good.
You were so tired earlier.
I still am. My neck is sore.
Sorry about
I'm going to have to do more you-know-what tonight.
that.
Oh, well.
All right. So will this be long term? Well, we have the Eight of Pentacles upright. We have the Seven of Swords upright. Oh my God. We also have the Three of Swords upright.
Okay, let's see what the Lenormand says.
I thought this was going to go so well,
I
but
wasn't sure. Time and the Star. I'm not sure what I'll do with that.
Well, there's a reason you guys are together, I think, right now, dating. There may be a karmic reason for that. When I see time and I see the star, I think of karma, I think of destiny. But does that mean you're destined to stay together in this life? I'm not completely sure.
but maybe there are challenges that have to be faced.
Well, there's definitely challenges that have to be faced, and we're going to talk about that. But, looking when he pulled that, that's a real interesting combination of Lenormand there for me. The Eight of Pentacles is all about working at it. If you want it to last, it's going to require work on both of your parts, not just you, both of your parts. You have to be all in on that. And it seems to me that there may be some concerns here that maybe somebody, I don't know if this is you or the other person thinking about you. Somebody feels that maybe they're not getting the full truth or really, it's not so much a matter of trust per se, but it could be. It's a matter of maybe thinking, is somebody hiding something from me?
Well, when I see that, I sort of see that could be possible, but that could also be saying, too, that maybe they like life to be a little bit adventurous in a way that, like, is, kind of chancy. Like, let's go up to this bridge and jump into the river.
The Seven of Swords?
Well,
maybe.
Because it's a surprise. You didn't realize they were going to take you to the bridge and tell you to jump off. I just sort of feel like there's some secret that maybe portends movement in an area that feels weird.
Well, what it might also mean, let me put it to you this way, Ladybug, is if it's not you, it could be this other person maybe keeping their feelings kind of guarded so that you do wonder what the future would hold. Or is it you maybe making the other person wonder what the future will hold? And I do feel like here there may be some struggles in this relationship. The Three of Swords is here, which could indicate a breakup. It could indicate a loss. I have to throw that out there, that maybe this will not be long-term because something will pull you apart. Or what this is saying is there may be things that you're just going to have to work out between each other, because that is why the 8 is here.
Do they have an outstanding heartbreak in their past that they haven't totally put to rest? I'm wondering if this indicates that they have a heartbreak and they're not, it's not that you're a rebound, but it's just that whatever that meant to them maybe is really still strong for them.
He pushed this into my face, okay?
Drink, my pasty friend, he said.
He would have cracked my tooth if he wasn't careful.
Do you know if a previous relationship might have been really harmful or hurtful to them, the breakup of it, or a loss of somebody that maybe they still are perceiving? This could also be about the work too. I don't know that it goes.
I don't know if it's necessarily another person that he's hiding from you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't rule that out. While I can't rule that out, I really think here it could be something else. Like, for example, is there a fear of commitment because of, like, something Mr. O said? A heartbreak in the past that they're not talking about, for example. Is there something that you both might be keeping from each other? I'm keeping this more open-ended than just about this person. But I will say this, that is not a good card here. Getting the Three of Swords, I'm more concerned about than any of these other cards. And I feel here that could indicate, and we have the Time card here, that it could indicate that even with the stars, there is hope for the future, but you may have some problems in the relationship that, that may break you up. Maybe there'll be a separation for a while, and maybe you'll get back together in time, because this is kind of a hopeful combination here.
The cards ultimately say that there is something between you, but in the immediate sense, there is some work to do. Some of that work seems to be more about them maybe resolving their own issues that may not really deal with you and the relationship. I get the feeling like it may be something about previous relationships that haven't totally been put to sleep yet.
I think also, maybe what these cards are indicating to me, Ladybug, is that, you have to both be really open and honest with each other about your feelings, about, different things you expect out of a long-term relationship, where things are going. Like, for example, if you were young, you're thinking of the future. Do you both want to have kids? Do you both agree on specific things in life that would make a relationship possibly long term? So, there's this kind of stuff is also associated with this card. Truths have to be laid out on the table so that you can work out any differences you have before they become bad, before they become to the point of breaking you up. So as long as you guys remain open and honest with each other, I think there's hope for this relationship, because there is the star and the time. But like I said, there's got to be work to be done.
Agreed.
I hope that helps.
Good luck, Ladybug.
Good luck with that.
Sun Empress.
Mr. Purbox here.
Good luck, Ladybug. You're welcome.
Hey, good luck with that.
So you just want to know if they are good acquaintances or friends, or just somebody that you went to school with, but you don't necessarily have a connection. I like that. I'm going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot.
Okay. Grab these. What am I using next? I brought out my old Fenestra Tarot. Using that next. It's not that old, but it's not quite 8 years old, I think. Actually, I'm wrong. It's over 12 years old. More like 18 years old. It's from 2006. All right.
Okay.
Huh.
So the first card is the Chariot, but it's reversed. And it's also a major arcana palooza, but of reverse cards. It's the Hanged Man reverse.
Probably
That's
should have
not
done a yes
necessarily-
no on this one, but
I
it's
thought
okay.
about that too.
I'm not sure who's going to
And
give
then the Ace of Wands. Well, we can do that as a last step to see that. So you're wanting to know if these people are friendly towards you, i.e.
or we're
acquaintances or
good
friends.
friends of yours.
I'm not exactly picking that up. The
Well,
Chariot.
let me throw this out.
Okay. Woman and Fox.
I think one of them might be. I think some woman might be somebody that maybe you were acquainted with and had a good relationship with. But I do feel here this person is also somebody you're going to be able to work well with. This is showing a coworker, and I think this is the most positive here. And what is that final card? The only one that came out upright, Mr. O?
The Ace of Wands.
The Ace of Wands. I think that, whether they're a good worker, whether you know them or not, I think this will be a good experience for you with the Ace of Wands here. This is going to be a good start. I do believe you're going to make a strong, relationship with somebody here that maybe you were acquainted with in the past, and it'll probably be okay. But, there'll be some people.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Chariot and I'm saying the metaphor here is this isn't the gang you rode around with in high school or after high school. This isn't the car you got into to go party or hang out with
That's
somebody.
funny. I like that take on that.
In other words, somebody different, somebody you weren't as connected
I do
with.
feel that, maybe some of them, maybe people you weren't that connected with. And what's the middle one again?
Hangman reverse.
The Hanged Man reversed. Some of them, it seems to me, are totally outside of your social circle. With the Hangman reversed, I feel...
So if there work there, they're not really from, a group of people you knew.
Right. I don't know that you know all of them. There's definitely a mixed bag here. Some of them, like there may be a person or two that may have went to your school, but you never really knew them. Maybe there was nothing that happened here. But when I got this combination, I felt there's somebody here that either you know from your past or you're going to click with really well.
Well, I think that too, and I'm actually wondering if it is somebody who maybe, this happened for me, and I think it happens for everybody, the people that think you're uncool in high school, a couple years later, they don't even talk about that. You're all adults now. And so maybe somebody who wasn't in your car or you weren't in their car, maybe they are the person who, I think it's possible. Just somebody has a change of heart, sees you in a different light because you're not in high school anymore.
I think it's a different person, but I'm not going to rule that out. It could be. It could be. At any rate, with the Ace of Wands here, I really think that this is going to be a good beginning place for you. This is a good fresh start for you there.
Well, it actually says you're going to make friends.
That's true too.
Whether they're people you knew or not, you're going to be part of a growthful circle of friends is what it looks like.
So good luck with that.
Good luck, Sun Empress.
Yeah, I like that. Actually, I liked everything you said and I said on that one. Are we on Kara already? Holy moly, where is everybody tonight? What does Spirit want to tell me? What I'm not seeing ahead. Okay. Are you... He won't let me go. Hey. I gotta do Kara's cards now. Oh, as soon as I said that, he let me go, Kara.
And Kara, I got news for you too.
That is funny.
Kara, I have decided that although I really don't care much about pirates and pirate movies and things like that, I would stand in a line to see you in a pirate movie. Okay?
I personally think you make a better Viking, but then again, it's probably because I'm not crazy about pirate movies either.
Show me your peg leg! Sonny's got your peg leg.
I like this Rider-Waite deck. It's a nice kind of
something to look forward to.
Muted color deck with a lot of browns and earthiness about it. That's what I like about it. Okay. Let's see what we have for Kara, Sunny. Well, it's reversed. It's the Ten of Pentacles.
Bam.
Well, what Spirit wants, what you're not seeing ahead. You're not planning ahead. Maybe that's what Spirit is trying to tell you. Spirit is trying to tell you that maybe it's time to, we often tell people to live in the now. Live in the here and live in the now, because now is the most important moment, blah, 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 blah. And I totally agree with that. But, we do need to think about the future once in a while and where we're headed and where we're going. And I almost think this is saying, Spirit is saying, what you're not seeing is maybe that you need to make some more long-range plans for yourself.
I think, to the point, this may be about your actual overall security, whether it's the actual physical security or just, knowing for sure that you'll have a place you can stay, or that you'll have food, or that you'll have personal safety if you need it. I think those are the things you are probably going to be prompted by Spirit to think about more and more, just to make sure, you have it together if you need a contingency plan of any sort. A good pirate would have one.
Speaking of contingency plans, why is that important? But it's
Because
a good plan.
The wheel happens.
Because the Wheel of Fortune, because change happens. And, at the drop of a hat, things can change. And actually, this is a sign that Spirit is saying, you need to make some plans because opportunities could present themselves, good, positive opportunities, and you need to be ready for them.
Right, and if the wheel is turning and flinging poo out, you want to be on the other side of it. Never mind.
I don't know why he's got to have that kind of fun with you, Kara, but he gets a little crazy.
So
where is this heading? Well, I see Ace of Pentacles reversed.
Oh. Ace of Pentacles
Okay,
reversed.
well, what that could say is where things are heading, if you are not making, some kind of plans and planning for your future and opening the door maybe for other opportunities to come to you, you could miss out on something that could be really growthful and positive for you.
Or worse, or not so worse, it could just be saying there'll be delays to getting it going, and it won't be as vibrant as you need it when you need it. It might later, but when you really need it, it's just going to be slow, and you're going to feel upset about that.
Yeah, instead of being a positive, fresh beginning, it seems like, if you have to struggle to get it off the ground, that takes all the fun out of it.
However, Lenormand, the heart,
What?
and the lilies. You can grow your heart. You can fan the flames of your heart energy to grow what it is Spirit thinks you should be focusing on. You can find a way to appreciate those things. Spirit wants you to think about your livelihood, your protection, your security, etc. You have to love it too. You have to come to love it more to really feel it is that important.
Spirit wants you to grow passion in your life and to, work on the things in your life. Make plans, make plans based on, I guess I'm getting a little more information here now. Make plans, strategic plans based on carrying forward with projects and goals you are really passionate about. And, opportunities could present themselves. It's important because opportunities could present themselves to put you in a better position for manifesting what you truly wanted. And if you don't do it, you could make this great, this passion, this thing that you really want to manifest kind of sputter, and be more trouble than you might feel it's worth. But if you really start focusing now, long range, on what you truly want in life to accomplish, then maybe opportunities will come a-knocking, and you got to be ready for it, because otherwise, it won't turn out as good as you thought long term.
All right.
Good luck with that. The list is closed, Violet Lotus says.
She's following my cue
What?
because I put that there first. Well, once she started putting her question in, I said, that's right. I know that's right.
Well, you know what? If somebody comes in and begs for a reading at 8:09, I'm not going to say no.
But what if the microphone is turned off and you can't say anything?
I'll just hold up my cards and read.
I see.
I know, then you'll put up the standby for...
Mr. O is leading.
Well, Violet Lotus, I guess it's your turn. we're closing the list before we do you.
Is that an option?
Look at him.
I'm teasing.
We're all teasing. All right. I thought I had a band. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Want to use your deck? Okay.
I can.
Well, it's okay. I have a deck I haven't used yet.
Okay. I have 6 or 7 decks I haven't used.
The
I
Ancestral
brought out
Path
my
Tarot.
Cook's Tarot again. That's okay.
The Ancestral Path. So let me
All
get
right,
a handle on the
Violet, what you
question.
got for us? I bet you're surprised we got... Oh, wait, there it is. I see it. Question for my new mediumship guide. What is this lesson I need to learn all about? Or is it that I still have more mediumship learning to do? Oh, that's a good question. All right. Hand 'em. All right. Well, if we end early, we end early. Like I said, I know for a fact that it seems like from December through February, Thursday nights really, our crowd thins. And hey, if it's thin on Sunday, I'll be able to watch the end of the Lions game, so I'll be happy.
Okay, well, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because the first card is Strength Reversed.
It's all right.
And then it's the Ace of Swords reversed. And then it's the Five of Wands reversed.
Why did I let him use his deck?
I don't know, but you did.
Well, let's see what the Lenormand's going to add to this stuff. There probably are some lessons in these cards. I would say.
Let's take a closer look.
Oh my gosh. Talk about obtuse. Could we get more obtuse than this?
Oh, I'm hearing that song about the wishing well.
Okay.
I won't sing that one, though. It's too hard to sing.
All right. So the lessons, I just want to, okay, what is this lesson you need to learn all about? Still more mediumship to learn. Well, I do think there may be that. Now, is that the 10 of Wands?
It's the Five of Wands.
It's a 5 of Wands reversed. That's right. And the Ace of Swords reversed. 5 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Strength. Well,
No. Well, this could be saying that there may be, at some juncture, some kind of delay or pause in this movement, or that there is a worthy obstacle of some sort.
it's really interesting because on one hand with Strength here, it's saying maybe that you have to be a little bit more aggressive about something.
Yeah.
And maybe getting to the bottom of this is what it amounts to. What is causing you to feel that you need, more study in mediumship, for example? What lesson, because the other cards have been telling you needed lessons to learn. Well, the 5 of Wands is here too, reversed. And I think maybe one of the lessons you have to deal with is with inner conflict and turmoil that may still be going on within you. Is there something that yet needs to be addressed in this regard? When I see the 5 of Wands here and then I see the Ace of Swords reversed, I almost think it's kind of like your mind is doing battle with your intuition maybe here. Do you get that?
Well, I was going to externalize it more than you and suggest that maybe this was saying that, not all of your guides or your spirit helpers are on the same page with each other. And maybe each of them have different challenges or think that their challenge for you or what they want you to understand is more important than what this spirit says you should understand. Just a thought.
Well, I can't rule that out, but I really think this is an internal struggle. The only other thing I can think of here, if this is something on the external world that's blocking you, is that maybe it's how you handle, your mediumship is one thing, but are you ready to tackle and handle things that might be in conflict with your own nature? I mean, maybe here, when we deal with all kinds of people out there, we deal with a lot of heavy baggage. And maybe this is saying you maybe have to work on some things and be more aggressive in how you manage, things that may conflict with your own way of looking at the world. Because sometimes we have to step away from our own, and look at people on their own terms and in their own lives. And it can get tricky.
What you just said, maybe that is that lesson, understanding maybe, or it's a part of it, understanding all those variations in people's needs, wants, strife, etc., that you will be putting yourself in front of.
There's just, so much volatility out in the world right now. When I see the news tonight, for example, and I see some man lunging and attacking a judge in a courtroom, I mean, so many people are out of control, and we have to face a lot of that kind of energy, number one. And number two, we also have to deal with people who may come from different belief systems, different places than we are, and we have to be able to manage that. And maybe that's part of it, but I also want you to consider what might be going on within you, that maybe there's something that you feel, your intellect is blocking some of your mediumship. And you have to find that healthy balance between mind, I'm talking about brain power and, gut power. And again, these aren't very helpful. What this is basically saying is you really have to dive deeper, unfortunately, and take a closer look at all of this.
The feelings I was getting the last few minutes with her talking about those cards, this could also be saying too that with all of this stuff going on and those things that you yourself mentioned too, that it will call for more strength from yourself. And it's not just shields up. It's also the strength to be able to really take on some of those problems, and not get yourself pulled in too deep. I'm pretty sure you can handle that. But Spirit is probably saying this will be a considerable challenge.
Well, and the other thing is, if this is just internal with mind and gut going at it, you're going to have to be a little bit more aggressive in trying to find the happy medium here. I struggle with this from time to time myself because I'm rather analytical, if people haven't noticed. and so, my mind sometimes can interfere with the messages that are coming through. So I don't know if that is it, but be aggressive in your approach at trying to get to the bottom of this. I don't think that you're that far off from it, really, if this is the only problem. And like you said, you've already are aware of issues like this. But I have to say, with the way the world is changing around us and the way it can play with us empathically, just keep working at it. Just keep working at it. You should be close to getting there. I don't think any of these are really terrible indicators of stuff. This is just indicating there's still some confusion, some cloudiness, some maybe overthinking about things too. Maybe you're overthinking the whole thing and you need to aggressively move past that, move past that conflict and just move forward with the mediumship. Because number one, we can also doubt ourselves to the point of not really following our mission. You know, in other words, well, I'm not there yet. Maybe I'll be there in 6 weeks from now. Maybe I'll be there in 8 weeks from now. Maybe I'll be there a year from now. Oops, this happened and I can't do it. Let's make sure that we are aggressive in just trying to clear it out, whatever it is. Because, and maybe strength is telling you, hey, just go out there and do it. Just go out there and do it. Giving you all kinds of thoughts here.
Both of you. What I said.
Oh, okay. Aries overthink. He knows us well. Yeah.
I do.
So.
Well, it looks like we're done.
Well, me with the Aries and Gemini rising, man.
Talk about overthinking. I
Yeah.
knew you knew that.
All right.
Well, it's been a wonderful evening. Thank you, Violet Lotus, for keeping us together here.
Thank you, Sunny, for being adorable, as always.
Don't forget to
Thanks,
watch
everybody,
Happy
for coming.
Hour on
Those
Saturday.
that came. Do watch the Unhappy Hour if you have not. It was a really interesting world reading, and I'm not sure if some of that hasn't already taken place. I did say there was going to be, we did say there was going to be some bad actors and that somebody was going to make a bad move. And, you know, we've seen a few bad moves in the Middle East going on. So even from our government, so that might stoke the flames more there. So it was an interesting read.
If you're an atheist, think of peace. If you're a believer of any sort, think of praying for peace or sending peace vibes all around the world, because the world really needs it.
World really needs it right now. That's right. So, all right. Well, hey, but good news is we have Happy Hour coming up this week, and it will be at its normal time.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be there for a happy message. Guaranteed.
Don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters on Sunday at 10 a.m. Also, we are live in the chat room.
And until we see you next, have a great rest of your evening. We're signing off early, and we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.